All of you people sitting behind those guardrails, sit down, shut up, and listen to me in the temple of B.B Primer.
Sure.
I don't care what you guys have to say. I don't care about your boos. I came here to show you what a real, true God of pro wrestling has to show. So all of you who don't know me, listen. I was born in a world of demons and hatred. All of my opponents, all of you people, each and every one of you, you guys will see and feel the true hatred that comes from beneath me. My body has been put in the line, not to entertain you, but to show you what a true professional wrestling God has to offer. My body is the gun. My sweat is the bullets, and you are the target. I'm going to make sure you remember my name. B.B Primer, the Messiah, public animal number 1. So just remember one thing. You will worship me in every day that ends with Y. Why? Because I am the Messiah.
So this is your first promo here.
Yeah.
Similar to how it will be Jameson's first promo. So I always applaud anyone who actually goes the distance for the first promo, because I know a lot of people their first time out do not go the whole way. You actually went 5 seconds over, so that's good that you don't have a problem talking. I don't know if it's nervous energy or not, but you walked around a lot, so we could hear the ring a lot. So I would say once you, like it's definitely fine to not walk around, or to walk around and not just stay stationary. But when you start walking, you start hearing the ring creak, slow down. Because the more you do that, the louder it's going to be. And then people are going to start getting a little more distracted by the ring and stop listening to what you are saying. I was trying to think, because I know you have the Unabomber moniker, because you did look down a good amount of your promo. I know you did connect with the audience too, and that's one of those things where you kind of want to make it a little pronounced, because like when Spike was showing everybody, like when he was pointing, it was kind of like taking your time, whereas I felt like you kind of were like you know, and it was just like really quick, but like let it sink in that you're pointing at Josh, that you're pointing at Bobby, that you're pointing at Elliot. Just kind of give it a minute, you know, because if you go too fast, then it's just kind of like, what happened, you know what I mean? So
kind of point a little bit longer.
Yeah, like take your time. Like don't rush through it. Just like make it stick. Like make Tracy feel like you're gonna come after her. You know what I mean? Like let it actually connect with the audience itself. I don't know if it was on purpose, but you did repeat some of the stuff over and over again. So kind of if you take those deep breaths and pause a little more, then you might think of other things to say, or you might not need to fill that space with words at all, but just kind of think about what you're saying and try not to repeat the same stuff too much. One thing, and this is just me being super nitpicky, is I really did like when you're doing your backstory in terms of all the different nicknames and stuff you were putting in there. So like you using Messiah, like I want to say maybe 3 times, and I think that was like a good way for you to throw in some of those different monikers that you talked about, the embodiment of professional wrestling, the Messiah. You know, you had so many of those, so I feel free to throw those in there too, because I think that goes along with you being the god of professional wrestling. The tone, it felt pretty similar throughout too, so I would say try and get it in some of those peaks and valleys, especially when you are trying to hit with those things like saying you're the god. Like if I'm gonna say I'm the god, it's gonna sound pretty convincing, hopefully. So that should sound a little different than you saying you're the god versus you saying that your body's the gun and your sweat are the bullets, you know what I mean? So just differentiate those words and break it up so that it's not like we're hearing just one long sentence, but we're actually hearing a couple of different statements that we should be paying attention to. But I would say the main thing is controlling your body movement in the ring so that it's not coming across like it's nervous energy, All right, and actually, is that nervous energy or what was
It is,
the?
yeah, it's
okay.
nervous energy,
Yeah, so I mean, again, this is your first promo, so I think that's totally normal to have that nervous energy. But I think slowing down a little bit, making sure you actually like connecting, make sure you put in those peaks and valleys, and then differentiating some of the words that you say, because your background story that you read, it was pretty well fleshed out, and you had a lot of different adjectives and stuff like that. So I know you had the words, just kind of getting comfortable when you're put on the spot in a live promo situation. I think, but I think that'll come over time, because again, first promo, but good job for your first promo.
So what I got is so you got the hood on, you got the glasses on, you know, and you're talking about, you kind of come out looking like the uniform, right? You know, maybe saying, you know, some phrases like something that has to do with like tick tock, you know what I mean? Are you guys ready for a pipe bomb? Tick tock, you know what I mean? Like you know, CM Punk made the pipe bomb famous, right? But so did the Unabomber. So you can kind of use the microphone as this is the pipe bomb. Though sometimes I do feel it's kind of overused because of CM Punk's infamous promo that he cut about the pipe bomb. So, but I also think like when you start getting into more, you know, like he was saying, you were walking around while I was over there doing figure eights and stuff. You know, just try to be a little bit more, you know, a little less nervous energy. That'll come along. Like you said, you did kind of engage with people, but it was a little quick. You could have put a little bit more emphasis on it. I think the only time that you really did a tempo thing is when you said something about the one. Or something, I don't remember what the line was, but I just remember hearing one was like the one thing that stuck out, because that's the one thing that you actually fluctuated your voice about. But I think when you start talking about being the Messiah, I think you need, and you start talking about being a wrestling god, now I think you need to start coming out of that shell. You're like, you know, like where you pull off the hood, right? Then at the very end, because I am a wrestling god, you know what I mean? And now you take off the glasses because you're not afraid of anything, because you're better than anything. You're kind of coming in sneaky just to reveal all your glory, you know what I mean? Like when I did my PPW thing, I said, I'm really upset, I'm pissed off, and I ain't taking it anymore, you know what I mean? Like I kind of put in, you know, mannerisms. It's kind of like a burlesque show. She starts off kind of getting you engaged in mystique, and then she slowly starts to reveal who she really is under, you know, this hidden persona, you know, because now you're like letting them know, like, hey, I'm sneaky, but I ain't afraid of anything. You know what I mean? So it kind of like opens up. So now people are engaged because you come out so, you know, hidden, that as you start to reveal who you are, as the burlesque dancer starts taking off her clothes, you start becoming a little bit more interested in the truth of what's really there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can kind of play off that hood, play off those glasses on certain moments when you know you're really putting something that you're really trying to pull them in with your words, with your body motions, with the revealing of, you know, I'm, you know, going to drop a pipe bomb on you, TikTok, but I am the Messiah, you know, I am the Messiah. You throw off the hood, right? Like, you know, AJ Styles does, because I am a god, you know, when you take off your glasses to give everyone that eye contact that you weren't giving them before, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then that just kind of helps, you know, the body mannerisms, telling a story, unveiling yourself, from being that secretive person to being someone who's not scared of shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know, just some ideas.
Thank you.